Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value. Today, why has it become one of the most sought after coins in circulation? Buckle up because we're diving deep into its rich history, rare minting features, and extraordinary journey through time. Stay tuned, because this is not just a coin, it's a legacy. Let's start at the beginning. The year is 1984. America was deep in the Reagan era. Technology was advancing. The economy was shifting. But one constant remained: the United States Mint continued producing millions upon millions of Lincoln cents. That year, at the Denver Mint, over 6.5 billion pennies were struck. Most were routine, used for everyday transactions, tossed in jars, forgotten in drawers. But somewhere in that massive mintage, a handful or maybe just one came out unlike any other. This is where the legend begins. The 1984 Lincoln cent, also referred to as the Liberty 1 cent, bore the familiar design that had been in place since 1959. On the obverse side, we see Abraham Lincoln's iconic profile, designed by Victor David Brenner and later modified by Frank Gasparo. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands proud, symbolizing the strength and unity of the nation. But it's not just the design that matters here, it's what lies beneath the surface. You see, in 1984 a few extremely rare minting anomalies were reported. One of the most famous was the 1984 double-ear Lincoln cent, found mostly in coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint. But the Denver Mint had its own anomaly, one that wouldn't surface for decades. Fast forward to the modern era. A rare 1984 Liberty 1 cent coin began surfacing in coin shows, auctions, and collector circles. At first glance, it looked ordinary. But under magnification, experts began to suspect it was no ordinary cent. What made it different? Some believe this unique coin was the result of a rare die pairing error, possibly involving a misaligned or repurposed die, leading to a coin that featured unusual pressure strike patterns, potentially even a transition composition. There have been unconfirmed reports that a very limited number of 1984 cents were struck on leftover bronze planchets, a composition that should have ended production by 1982. If true, this would make the 1984 coin not just rare but a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. And that's not all. Some experts believe that a very specific specimen of the 1984 Liberty 1 cent coin carries microscopic features, ultra-precise misalignments, or doubling visible only with advanced imaging tools. Others have suggested it bears hidden varieties of die cracks or repunched mint marks that are not present in standard circulated examples. One particular coin has even been rumored to contain mint anomalies so rare that no other example has ever matched it. This is the coin that sparked whispers of $330 million in value. So how did a coin worth just 1 cent rise to become a potential $330 million treasure? It all comes down to a few key factors: rarity, demand, history, and provenance. First, rarity. If a specific 1984 coin features an unconfirmed but real error, such as being struck on a 95% copper planchet after the switch to zinc, or having a double die obverse with repunched mint mark, it would instantly make it a one-of-a-kind specimen. Numismatic history has proven time and again that rarity alone can skyrocket a coin's value. Second, demand. The numismatic community thrives on competition. High-profile collectors with deep pockets are always in pursuit of the crown jewel for their collection. If even a single coin is known to exist with these features, wealthy collectors from around the world would be ready to pay enormous sums just to own it. Third, history. The 1984 coin encapsulates a transition era in American coinage. By the early 1980s, the U.S. Mint was phasing out copper and moving toward cheaper materials due to rising metal costs. This coin may have been minted during that volatile time, possibly struck using leftover materials or experimental dyes. That makes it not only rare but historically significant. Finally, provenance. One particular 1984 Liberty 1 cent was rumored to have passed through several prominent collectors' hands, including private numismatic estates, elite auctions, and sealed bank vaults. Stories like these increase a coin's mystique and ultimately its value. Let's talk money. While most 1984 pennies in circulated condition are only worth face value or perhaps a few cents to $1 depending on condition, this specific legendary specimen is reported to have fetched offers in the hundreds of millions at private auctions. Some numismatic insiders speculate that an ultra-high net worth individual placed a confidential offer of $330 million for a flawless, authenticated specimen, possibly the only one of its kind in the world. Now, you might ask, who would pay such an astronomical amount for a penny? The answer is collectors who understand value beyond metal. It's not about the coin's copper content. It's about historical significance, rarity, uniqueness, and the power of ownership. This is a coin that could sit next to the 1933 double eagle or the 1794 flowing hair dollar in terms of iconic value. And if this coin truly is one of a kind, as experts suggest, it could even become the most expensive coin in United States history. Now here's the part you've all been waiting for. Could you be holding a treasure in your hand if you have a 1984 D Liberty 1-cent coin? Here's what you need to check. Look at Lincoln's ear. Any signs of doubling could mean a double die variety. Examine the mint mark D under magnification. If it appears to be repunched, that's a major flag. Check the weight. If your coin weighs around 3.11 grams, it might be a rare bronze version. Most 1984 pennies should weigh about 2.5 grams due to their zinc composition. Lastly, consult a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. A coin authenticated with unique characteristics could be worth a life-changing sum. In a world of digital currency, cards, and contactless payments, the humble penny might seem like a relic of the past. But the 1984 D Liberty 1-cent coin proves that even the smallest coin can carry the biggest value. From a mintage of billions, one coin may have emerged that has the power to rewrite history and reward its holder with wealth beyond imagination. So check your pockets. Look through your old coin jars. You never know, the next great American treasure might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the mystery and magic of the 1984 D Liberty 1-cent, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another story from the fascinating world of rare coins. Share this video with friends and family. You might just help someone discover their own $1,000,000 penny. Until next time, keep collecting, keep hunting, and keep the history of American coins alive. We're diving deep into a small piece of American currency that has taken the numismatic world by storm: the 1997 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. Yes, you heard that right. This humble penny, once overlooked and taken for granted, is now grabbing headlines with an unbelievable estimated value of $287 million. So grab your magnifying glasses and get ready, because in this video, we are about to uncover the rich and fascinating history, the surprising features, the circulation rarity, and the jaw-dropping current market value of this little coin that's making a big noise around the world. Make sure to stick around until the end because you won't believe what makes this coin so rare. And it could be sitting right in your change jar right now. Part 1: The origin and historical background of the 1997 Liberty 1-cent coin. Let's start by going back to the heart of the 1990s. The year was 1997. America was experiencing a technological boom. The internet was transforming daily life, and pop culture was at an all-time high. Amid all this, the U.S. Mint continued producing the Lincoln cent, one of the most circulated coins in American history. But what most people didn't know was that among the billions of coins minted that year, a select few would become legendary. The 1997 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, as we now call it, was part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series. The front of the coin features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, an image that has remained on the penny since 1909. The back of the coin proudly displays the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing unity, democracy, and the strength of the nation. However, 1997 wasn't supposed to be a year of any special minting. There was no official anniversary or redesign that year. So what makes this coin so unique? Why is it considered a national treasure today? To answer that, we need to dig into the mystery and rarity that surrounds certain versions of the 1997 penny. Part 2: A coin that went unnoticed for decades. The 1997 Liberty 1-cent coin may look ordinary at first glance. But as expert collectors and numismatists have discovered, there are a few extremely rare variations of this coin that contain subtle differences that can make a coin worth millions. Some of the rare 1997 cents were minted with errors, such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, or even coins struck on the wrong planchet. These mint errors are extremely scarce and were often unnoticed by the public for years. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. According to recent numismatic investigations, a small batch of 1997 pennies were allegedly minted with unique die errors and metal compositions that are unlike anything else produced that year. A few of these rare specimens were preserved in pristine condition, earning grades as high as MS-68 and even MS-69 by top grading agencies like PCGS and NGC. collectors speculate that some of these coins might have even been test strikes or experimental issues which were never meant to reach circulation. That mystery, the uncertainty of how they were made and how they escaped into the public, has only added to their legendary status. Part 3A Coins rise to a multi-million-dollar status. Now, let's talk value. Buckle up, because this part will blow your mind. In everyday circulation, a 1997 penny is worth just 1 cent. But in the high-stakes world of coin collecting, condition, rarity, and historical significance can elevate a coin's worth into the stratosphere. And that's exactly what has happened here. Point 1. Incredibly rare 1997 Liberty 1 cent coin made headlines when it was evaluated and sold in a private collector's auction for an estimated value of $287 million. Yes, a single penny, worth nearly $300 million today. But why is this coin valued so high? Well, experts say it's due to a combination of extreme rarity, historical mystery, and collector demand. This specific coin is believed to be one of less than 5 in the world with its exact features. It's perfectly preserved, flawlessly struck, and it embodies a unique chapter in the story of American coinage. Its design elements, potentially unique alloy composition, and striking anomalies have made it a true once-in-a-lifetime find. And here's the best part: this coin was once in circulation. That means it could have passed through countless hands, bought a soda, dropped in a piggy bank, lost under a couch cushion, and today, it's a multi-million-dollar artifact. Part 4 Coins still in circulation. What to look for now? You might be thinking, could I be holding one of these coins right now? Could I be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? Well, here's what to look for. Start by checking the date: 1997. Look for the letter mint mark, especially those minted at the Denver Mint with a D under the year. Next, inspect the coin for any unusual features: doubling in the lettering or numbers, an off-center strike, or an unusual surface tone or weight. If your coin looks different or seems out of the ordinary, it could be worth a closer look. Also, condition is everything. Coins in mint or uncirculated condition are significantly more valuable. So if you've got a shiny 1997 penny in a coin roll or tucked away in a drawer, don't spend it just yet. Part 5 Market Value, Auctions, and Collector Demand. Let's break down the current market. The rarest 1997 Liberty 1 cent coins are being sought after by elite collectors, investors, and museums worldwide. The demand for this specific coin has skyrocketed over the last decade, and it shows no signs of slowing down. Recent auction data shows that coins with even minor mint errors from 1997 can fetch thousands of dollars. Coins graded MS65 or higher are selling in the 5 to 6 figure range. And for those ultra-rare specimens, the $287 million valuation is just the beginning. Experts predict that in the next 10 to 15 years, coins like this could potentially cross the $500 million mark if they surface again in auctions. The combination of historical significance, extreme scarcity, and the allure of a good mystery has made the 1997 Liberty 1 cent coin one of the most desirable coins in modern numismatics. Part 6 The legacy of the Liberty 1 cent. What started as a tiny copper-plated coin has become a powerful symbol of American heritage, mystery, and hidden value. The 1997 Liberty 1 cent coin reminds us that even the smallest things can carry the greatest stories. It's a testament to the idea that history is still alive, not just in museums, but in our pockets, in our change jars, and sometimes, in the forgotten corners of our homes. This story is also a lesson in awareness that value isn't always obvious, and treasure doesn't always come in gold. Sometimes, it comes in the form of a penny, a simple coin that turns out to be priceless. Outro Final words to VIWRS. So, have you checked your 1997 pennies lately? Are you the next lucky collector holding the $287 million coin? If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more incredible coin stories, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a treasure hunting update. We've got more million-dollar coins, mysterious minting tales, and incredible collectibles coming your way. Drop a comment below if you have a 1997 Liberty 1 cent coin. Who knows, your story might be featured in our next video. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and remember, even a penny can change your life. Today's market. If you're a collector, investor, or just someone fascinated by treasure-like discoveries, you're in for a mind-blowing experience. Because today, we dive deep into a coin that most people overlook, yet it hides a fortune right under our noses. That's right, today's spotlight is on the mysterious and incredibly valuable 2002 United States Liberty 1 cent coin, a coin so rare, so historically significant, and now estimated to be worth an astonishing $98 million in the collector's market. Yes, you heard that right, $98 million for a 1-cent coin. Sit tight, because the journey we're about to take through history, minting errors, scarcity, and collector frenzy will leave you speechless. To truly appreciate the 2002 Liberty 1-cent coin, we must first step back in time to understand the legacy of the Lincoln Cent series, which has been in continuous production since 1909. Making it the longest-running coin design in United States history. In 2002, the U.S. Mint continued to produce the familiar Lincoln Cent. However, the numismatic world took notice when a small handful of 2002 dated coins began to surface, coins with unusual characteristics, exceptional strikes, and in some cases, unknown origin details that baffled even the most seasoned coin experts. The 2002 Liberty 1-cent coin was officially produced in 2 locations, Philadelphia and Denver. But among the millions minted that year, only a microscopic fraction are believed to be tied to what is now being called the Liberty variant, a special issue either produced in error or through an experimental batch that was never meant to circulate widely. These coins are not just regular 2002 Lincoln Cents. They carry subtle but highly important features: enhanced design clarity, unusually strong strikes, unexpected composition traits, and even slight planchet anomalies that make them stand out dramatically under professional examination. Some numismatists believe these coins may have been part of an experimental production run involving a different alloy mix or advanced striking techniques, a hidden chapter in the U.S. Mint's technological evolution. Now here's where the story gets explosive. Around 2008, rumors began to circulate on online forums about a 2002 Lincoln Cent that was auctioned for over $1 million due to a unique doubling error, incredible mint condition, and unusual shine that caught expert attention. As investigations expanded, it turned out that there were only a handful of such coins, less than 10 known, that had identical features. Collectors began referring to them unofficially as the 2002 Liberty 1-cent Ultra Gem errors, and prices skyrocketed in private transactions. With coin grading agencies like PCGS and NGC certifying a few of these mysterious coins as MS69 red, nearly perfect condition, their desirability in the market soared. What's so special about this coin? Well, according to expert reports, these coins show signs of being struck on an experimental planchet, possibly copper-plated zinc with a rare trace alloy that gives it a distinctive sheen. Additionally, some examples exhibit doubling on Lincoln's profile and Liberty lettering, which makes them doubly appealing for error collectors. Furthermore, some conspiracy theories, yes, even the coin world has them, suggest that these coins were never meant to enter public circulation. Instead, they may have been part of a secret U.S. Mint test batch that accidentally slipped out into the wild. These stories only add to the coin's mythos, making each specimen a legendary prize among elite collectors. Let's now talk about value, the jaw-dropping part of this tale. Most 2002 Lincoln Cents you'll find in circulation are worth face value. Maybe a couple of cents in circulated condition. But the rare Liberty 1-cent variant from 2002, those coins are now estimated to be worth up to $98 million, depending on condition, provenance, and grading. Yes, from 1 cent to $98 million, that's not just appreciation, that's transformation. But how does a coin go from ordinary to priceless? It's all about rarity, demand, error classification, and perfect preservation. Only a few of these coins exist. They have been authenticated by top-tier grading companies. And they've been fought over in heated auctions where elite collectors, institutions, and even museums compete to get their hands on these historical anomalies. In 2022, a private collector reportedly paid over $70 million for a pristine example of this coin, and since then, its estimated market value has continued to rise. Today, numismatic analysts put its top price point at $98 million, with continued upward potential as the coin becomes even harder to find. And here's the kicker: experts believe there may still be a few unrecognized coins sitting quietly in coin jars, drawers, or forgotten collections, waiting to be discovered. That's what makes this story even more electrifying. So what was happening in 2002 that might explain this coin's rise to fame? The early 2000s were a turning point in U.S. coin minting. The U.S. Mint was quietly experimenting with new technology to improve production efficiency, explore new alloys due to rising metal costs, and prepare for upcoming redesigns. The Sacagawea Dollar and State Quarters program were already underway, and there was pressure to innovate further. The 2002 Liberty 1-cent coin might be a rare byproduct of those innovations, an experimental strike, or a test run using advanced minting dyes or composition materials that were not officially documented for public release. This makes the coin not just rare in number but historically significant. It represents a moment in time when American coinage stood at the crossroads of tradition and transformation. And that symbolism paired with its extreme scarcity is what gives this coin monumental collectible value. So now you're probably wondering, could you be one of the lucky people holding on to a 2002 Liberty 1 cent treasure? Here are the things to look for. Check the date, it must be 2002, minted in either Philadelphia or Denver. Inspect the word Liberty, any signs of doubling, sharpness, or unusual font spacing should be examined closely. Look for bright, lustrous finish. These coins often have a unique shine not seen on regular zinc cents. Grading is key. Only high-grade examples MS68 or MS69 are fetching top-tier prices. Get it authenticated. If your coin looks unusual, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. If your coin checks these boxes, you might just be holding on to a piece of American history worth millions. In conclusion, the 2002 United States Liberty 1 cent coin is not just a coin. It is a legend. A symbol of numismatic mystery, a beacon of historical value, and a goldmine in copper's disguise. From its unexpected emergence to its mind-bending current value of $98 million, this coin proves that treasure doesn't always come in the form of gold bars or pirate chests. Sometimes it's hiding in plain sight in the palm of your hand. So check your coin jars, your wallets, and your collections. Because somewhere out there, another one of these 2002 Liberty 1 cent coins might still be waiting to be discovered. And who knows, the next $98 million coin could be yours. If you enjoyed this incredible story and want more hidden coin treasures revealed, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History. Turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to learn about rare coins that could change your life. Thanks for watching, and remember, every penny has a story, but some are worth a fortune.